Next up, we'd like to welcome Tom Engdahl. He's the CEO of Net Power and Light, which is an awesome name, by the way. And Tom is going to demo a new product called Spin. Together we spin?
Yes, something like that.
Something like that.
Actually, we're with Net Power Light. It is an awesome name, but please don't send me any LED street lamps or anything like that, because that's not what we do. So at Net Power Light, we actually make collaboration software. We make software that allows people to talk with one another all over the world, literally put together. The concept is having a meeting and being able to bring in different folks and chat with them real time while sharing information and collaborating. So to show you a little bit about what we do, I'm going to bring in our CFO, who's in Seattle, patiently waiting, and he's going to answer in a second, I hope. And then Ryan will come online. Hey Ryan, say hi to everybody. Hey Ryan. And Ryan and I are now going to have a collaboration conversation. We're going to sit and we're going to talk and actually bring in a file. So part of what we do is we not only allow you to have a video conference, which is about the least of what we do, we also allow you to go in and actually grab from Box, Citrix share file, Dropbox, or coming soon other ones as well, a file. So I put together a file here. It is a PowerPoint, and I do apologize, but I'm only going to use the graphics on it. I'm not going to use it as a PowerPoint slide. So Ryan and I want to talk about, let's say, a particular medical issue that's going on. And anymore, for instance, the Stanford and Palo Alto Medical Center, all these guys use Australia and actually India for radiology sometimes. And what you lose is the capability of the doctor to actually talk to the primary physician and the radiologist talk to the primary physician and actually collaborate and talk about what's going on. Not only can I share with Ryan, share with Ryan the file or the x-ray that's on there, I can also go in there and create a situation where we can add these tools. So for instance, the tool that's on here on top of the x-ray is something that we do. It's an applet that goes inside of our application, and they're scaled actually to the device. We serve medical industry. We also have the capability of creating at-home healthcare. So if you've got an at-home person that's sick and wants to talk to the doctor, especially with the new iOS 8 and the Android stuff that's coming out, you can connect up blood pressure cuffs and all the different devices for the eye health stuff. And we can take that data and actually display it on the collaborative situation. Ryan, if he was a doctor, could see this and diagnose what's going on as part of the process. Ryan, are you having fun?
I am.
I don't know if everyone can hear you, but I kind of stuck him into this whole situation today and asked him to do this, so he's not really a doctor. In the case of actually NASA, if you've got a bunch of engineers together, and by the way, we can have up to 10 different people at a time in a conference, and 10 is a limit only because of the real estate of the device itself. It runs on iOS, it runs on both the iPad and the phone, as well as Android, and coming up really soon now is WebRTC and a web version of this stuff that will sit on the desktop. If you're NASA and you're wanting to look at budgets and you're wanting to walk through a different PowerPoint type of set of slides here and walk through that stuff, you can do that together. We not only support all kinds of different file stuff and video, we also have the capability of having Ryan control it as well. So Ryan, you want to push us to the next slide?
Yeah, actually, I remember on my sorry.
So either one of us can collaborate, and we can actually draw on there. We have no concept of master and slave, so everybody can control what's going on in the conference together. So Ryan talked about having the capability of actually collaboration, and you can take and actually write things. We're very low latency. The company has almost no latency at all in the stuff, so whatever I'm seeing and doing here, Ryan or up to 9 other people beyond Ryan would be able to see that as well, and we can collaborate. And then we have the different tools in there, and you can write text and put different things on there. So there's all kinds of features and functions. One of the biggest applications we're finding right now is customer service. So if you're a technician working on an airplane, and a big airplane manufacturer has 1,500 different repair depots throughout the world, all speaking different languages, having text and pictures is a really big advantage for that. So I can come on here and go out and have the technician go out and actually see the airplane, see the landing gear, have a conversation with the technician, and then actually pull up the documentation in the background, because we can run applications in the background layer as well off of a Windows Server product that we call Beam, which will be coming in the product here pretty soon. Ryan can then look at that stuff and help us figure out what's going on with it. And then we can also be able to diagnose, and it's very, very efficient. So we actually build our product into other people's products. We have a back-end web server, it's a subscription model, and all the different elements are available, and I hope I did it on time.
You certainly did.
Thank you.
Excellent, thank you, Tom. So we're going to take questions from the room.
Let me let Ryan get to his family.
Are you looking to increase the number of participants over here from 9 to more than 9?
Actually, the back-end system, we build our product into other people's products and applications. And the back-end system can handle a whole lot of different people. It's right now the real estate of the device. So when we go to WebRTC and the desktop, we'll be able to have a lot more participants. The concept when I took over the company a while back was that everybody would have a face on the screen. And we're looking right now as to whether that makes sense. Certainly we can do it with or without, depending on the application.
My question would be, what would be the difference between Spend and Doctor on Demand? Where you could have my doctor and somebody else, a friend or something, available in the same chat, going over my charts in the same scenario. So I'm not really sure how this would be different than that.
Yeah, we're actually a technology that would enable Doctor on Demand to do a lot more in the way of collaboration. Our video is incredibly high quality video. The audio is 44 kilohertz, or basically CD quality audio. We can add a lot more people, and everybody can collaborate at the same time. Actually, we're talking to, they're not a customer of ours yet, but we are chatting with them.
You've spoken about images and video. Is a future step possibly in the next couple of years going to be a VPN or being able to see my computer and being able to show people I'm working on my computer while I'm...
Actually, the concept, that's done now. People do that already. What our concept is, and what we can already do and build into other products, is have you run applications together in the cloud. So if you've got an application running on Microsoft operating system, on a Windows operating system, we can share that with everybody. They all see the application at the same time. They can all collaborate and actually operate the application. So if you've got a Photoshop, actually I have it here, I can demo it to folks if they want to see it later. You got Photoshop in the cloud, everybody can work on it at the same time.
So do you have an education discount?
Right now, our application is free. So, to build it into, you can go to the Apple Store and look up Spin and download the application for free right now and use it.
Hi, I have a quick question. So, based on your presentation, it seems like you're like really dominating. You could dominate these specific verticals that you kind of presented on. Is your growth strategy to really dominate these verticals and maybe provide like tailored solutions to these verticals, or are you more broadly just trying to, I guess, provide it to anyone who would be willing to use it?
That's a really good question. We're looking for partners that typically we can build our infrastructure into the back end. Medical, customer service, and education are the three verticals that we actually focus on right now. Whether we're going to dominate them or not, I don't know, because every time we think we're doing well in a vertical, another one pops up. And so it's been all over the place. Retail is one that's really interesting for us as well. When you want to go to a place to buy online something, you can be able to get a customer service agent to pop up. So the answer to your question, I don't know.
So are you looking at a broadcast capability along the line of Google Hangouts?
We can actually do broadcasts already using the Beam technology. That's not available on the free app. But if somebody wanted to do that, you go to the Beam technology, the web server that's sitting out there, be able to broadcast the video. Our product actually works on layers. So one of the layers, we call the base layer, actually allows you to broadcast information out there. So for instance, one of the things I didn't show was the Michael Sandel at Harvard Justice Seminar that he broadcast out to 8 different locations, and it was a new broadcast situation. So we can do that right now. It's not available in the free app.
Fantastic, thank you.
I heard you address the medical industry. How does your solution actually address HIPAA compliance in the medical industry and their sensitive information for doctor-client?
It's a really good question, and we don't. And the reason that we don't is our partners in the medical industry are people that are providing applications, and we're technology in the back end, and they build in all the compliance. We don't. We have the capability of storing information, but we don't store it. So, for instance, the stuff I showed you this evening came off of Dropbox, and there's other file serving capability that we can connect to our APIs, and for HIPAA compliance and other compliances that go along with that, we actually rely on our partners to do that.
With programs like Photoshop, when you're collaboratively working on them, are you able to deal with the lag of several different people on LG server data usage, like operating them at the same time?
Yeah, that's an interesting problem, and because everybody can operate the system at the same time. We're very low latency, and you can have a situation right now where you have two people trying to do the same thing and kind of fighting over it. We do have the capability of locking somebody out of doing that, but what we found so far, especially in business cases, people typically are very good citizens, and they actually are good to one another, and they'll say, hey, listen, I want to do this or do that. But it is an issue for us. Am I out of time?
Tom, we're out of time.
Great.
But you're going to be around for a little longer so people can find you.
Yes.